Bro, meme coins are on easy mode right now. And what I'm going to do in this video is I'm actually going to show you footage from a live call that I did with my inner circle, breaking down this coin and showing you exactly how you can find runners like this as well. Now, this is probably going to be one of the most valuable videos that you watch because it's actually going to break down analysis to a T, right? I don't ever post this kind of stuff on YouTube, but I'm doing it for the first time. Now, if you don't know who I am, my name is Nabs, and I've helped people make stupid amounts of money on crypto, specifically meme coins. As you can see here, help someone turn $500 into 10K, help someone turn 2.5K into 77K, another person 1.8 into 22K, help someone buy an RS6, help someone buy an M3, help someone buy a GLS 600. You can literally go through my results on my Instagram, as you can see here. I even made a video on my Instagram showing someone buying an RS6. And even more results here, as you can see, 1.3K%, 1.8K%, and the list goes on and on and on and on. So, without further ado, I'm going to cut into the video, and I'll see you in the next one.
As I said to you, I'm going to touch on this and as to why I feel like why I call this coin, right? So
Yeah.
not only did I obviously look into the coin itself, I checked out the community. Bro, the community has like 2,500 members. A lot of the members are credible. There's an actual proper community to it. The coin has been out for 6 days. All of these are good signs, right? A lot of the wallets that I'm copy trading have bought in and they're currently holding, so on and so forth. There's no sign that this is just gonna dump out of nowhere. Who knows? But point is, like, there are a lot of good signs. And one thing that really, like, if I was getting into this, as I told you, I couldn't trade today, but like one thing that really gave me the confidence with this and why I called it to you guys in TCH is you guys will know I talk about like support and resistance. Now let me show you something here. How do I do this without making it not neat? One second. Cool. All right, so look here. You guys will know that I always talk about, psychological points, places that it bounces off, so on and so forth. So let's look at this, for example. Yeah. If we look at this coin, it bounced off two different places. So as it pumped, it bounced off a mil, obviously, typical, right? And then as it dipped from a mil, obviously it bounced here, which is what, 400K. But then there was one place where it continued to bounce over and over and over again, which was this bit. Hopefully you guys are seeing that, yeah? You guys can see that, right? Like bounced here, bounced here, bounced here, bounced here. Like it just kept on bouncing at this level. Now, what this goes to show me is that this is a clear, very, very clear support level, which means in most cases, if a support level is broken, it means we're entering another field. Like as in like once that support level is broken, it now turns into the new resistance.
By the way, sorry to cut in, but if you want to join the inner circle, there is an application link below. We don't accept everyone. In fact, about 1% of people that actually apply get accepted in, but you never know, you could be that person. So if you want to apply, just click the link in the description and I'll see you on the other side.
This is typical, and you're literally about to see it. Because what happens now, it literally breaks it, so it dips below it significantly. So as you can see, it dipped below it. And now what happened? It now used it as a ceiling. So if you look at this white or yellow line, that's why the yellow line is there. If you look at the yellow line, like it literally bounces off it, right? Again here, bounces off
Yeah.
it, keeps bouncing off it over and over. So you're probably wondering, like, why am I telling you this? What's this got to do with what I was talking to you about? Well, if I'm in this coin right now, let's say I got into this coin here, I managed to stay for the pump, and I see, okay, cool, it hit a mill. It literally just tapped a psychological point, typical, blah blah blah. And now obviously let's just say I held it through this, and I now start to see it bouncing off the same point. What's now going to go through my head is like, okay, cool. If this now breaks this support level, am I going to want to sell? That's a good reasoning because it's like, okay, cool, we could go down now because as much as this obviously did reverse, we could talk about reverses later on, but like it could have easily just continued going down if it wasn't a strong project. That's the point. So, for example, with me, a lot of the time, what I would do, let's say I got into here and I held through this little sort of consolidation. As soon as I'd see this, or not even as soon as I see it, I'd probably set a stop loss here. I'd probably set a stop loss around 500K because it's like I know that if it broke this support level of 600K, we're probably going to go down. And it did. It went to 500K, it went down to 388K, all the way down to almost 300K. So it was a valid thing. It was a valid sell. So even if I saw this and I was like, oh yes, like I sold them out and I saw it reverse, I wouldn't be mad at myself because I stuck with my ideology. I stuck with the reasoning that I gave myself in the first place. The reason why most of you get angry at the fact that you sold too early, you sold too late, you bought too early, you bought too late is because you don't have actual reasoning behind what you do. But when you give yourself reasoning behind what you do, you're calm. Like you're just like, okay, I did that for a reason because at the end of the day, I could have lost money. But when you're just doing it randomly out of impulse, out of emotion, that's why you guys get frustrated because you're doing it out of emotion. You realize that your mind tricked you. When you do it this way, your mind's not tricking you. Your mind's actually on your side. Like I can sit here and confidently say that if I was to sell here, my mind didn't trick me. My mind was actually on my side and I made the right decision wholeheartedly. If it reversed, completely different story. Make sense?
Yeah, yeah.
Cool.
I've got
Everyone
another
else, by the
question.
way, this is
Do you
I'm gone.
do you target specifically coins that have been in circulation for a few days, or do you have a mixture of like those that have been in for a few days, and you got those that are quite new, like let's say a couple hours or even just an hour old or so?
Mixture. I'll show you in a second how I go about doing it.
Cool.
Um, Everyone else, did what I just showed you make sense?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Cool. Perfect. Now, let's get into the reversal. Now, you guys know I love my reversals. And let me show you how I spotted this reversal. It's the exact same thing. And this is how simple meme coins can be, especially on coins like this where it's on a longer time frame. This is literally how simple it can get. Because same way a support turns into a resistance once it gets broken is the exact same way a resistance turns into a support once it's broken. So what you would now see is the reason why I called it, and I literally, if you go into TCH, I called it around 600 and something K, and I called it around, I don't know, maybe 12, 1, I don't know what time it was, but it was around this level here. The reason why is because, as you can see, it kept bouncing off the support, bounced off the support, bounced off the support. And then what did it do? It broke the support. As you can see, I probably called it around here. I don't even know. Wherever this blue line is, so I could have even called it around here. Let me actually check what time I called it. Um, but point is it's the exact same thing. Like, let me put Kermit. Mm, okay, so let's see. I called it around 11 something. So as you can see, I basically anticipated a breakage because of how high it was going. Like it was consolidated. Like as you can see with these, yeah, it just tip and then dip, tip, dip, tip, dip. This one, it kind of consolidated there. So I was like expecting it's going to go up. And that's exactly what it did.
Mm.
Same thing now. And notice what it's doing now. Like, like clockwork, it's now using the previous resistance as a support again.
So did you buy as soon as you saw it broke
Bounced
through, you
here,
bought straight
bounced
away?
here, bounced here. As I said earlier, bro, I didn't buy this coin because I was at an event,
Oh, my bad, my bad.
but I would have bought. Like if I
Yeah.
saw this coin, I would have bought. Truth be told, if I like again, because I didn't buy, I called it anyway. If I was going to buy, I would have probably waited till it actually broke. Like I would have, as soon as I'd see this green candle, I'd probably buy on the retracement. So you see how this goes green and then red? I would have
Yeah,
probably bought somewhere along this red.
on the way
I
down,
probably
yeah.
wouldn't have bought here. I didn't even expect it to have bounced here. I would probably thought it would bounce here. But point is, I would have bought somewhere here. And then now, I have kind of confidence that it's probably going to use this as a support level. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And this is another thing for you guys as well, yeah. Like when I set stop losses, this is how I figure out my stop losses a lot of the time. I'm just trying to take away all the blue marks. This is how I figure out my stop losses a lot of the time. I check where the support and resistance could potentially be. All right. So now, for example, yeah, look how remember, yeah, it was bouncing off a mill. It bounced off a mill here, bounced off a mill here, bounced off a mill here, basically. And by the way, it doesn't have to be exactly a mill. Like 950K counts as a mill, right? It's still the same point. Here, it looks like it's about to break a mill. Now, I can guarantee you that if this does something like this, where it goes like this, and now it's fully broken a mill, a million is going to be the new support. Like it's guaranteed. And what's it probably going to do? It's probably going to do this and like it's probably going to bounce off it and like Potentially, it could even fly up, who knows? But point is now, like, let's say I was to want to set a stop loss, I know that, okay, I should set my stop loss probably like 950, 930, something like that, because I know that, like, let's say, for example, I'm skeptical of it potentially dropping below a mil because that's the support and it potentially changing pattern. I'm going to set the stop loss around here. Yeah. Make sense?
Yeah.